Today I'm going to show you how you can turn this into this to wash your laundry. We're about to go for a walk around the neighborhood because the internet is a crazy place, and it told me that apparently horse chestnuts, which are just poison that litters the sidewalks in our neighborhood, can be used as soap nut substitute. What?
Yeah.
You want to go for the walk? So we're gonna go find some. We are gonna go get some chestnut. I found out about something super cool on the internet, and so I thought I'd share it with you all. You may be familiar with something called soap nuts. It's a natural laundry detergent alternative, which is just a nut off of a tree that actually has cleaning properties to it, and I'm a non-believer, so I've never purchased them myself because they're quite expensive. I found out that horse chestnuts, which is just garbage where we live, is actually an item that will do the exact same thing as the soap nuts, and I can just pick them up off the road for free and do it. So me and Leah, we went and gathered up a ton of nuts and brought them home. For each batch, you're supposed to use about a handful of nuts, like 6 or 7, and you want to take them and you want to chop them up, which I did in the jar here, and then you want to add 2 cups hot water and let them soak overnight. The way that I did it was I just took a knife and just chopped them up. They're quite rough, but it seems like it worked fine. In the instructions that I saw, they also said that you could use a blender or a food processor to chop them, but the nuts are kind of hard and I didn't want to dull up my food processor, so I didn't do that. But if I was gonna be doing this all the time, because you basically want to gather them, chop them up, dry them, and then just have them there ready to go. And if I was gonna do that, I definitely wouldn't want to be using nuts to chop them because it took quite a bit of arm muscle strength to crack them up. So here is my soaked final product ready to use as a soap substitute, and I threw some in this little jar here so I could show you that when I shake it up, it really does foam up there. You can see in the jar here that it actually foams up a lot, and it kind of looks like this murky, dark garbage, but I'm interested to try it. So I have this, I've had it soaking overnight, and I gotta use it or lose it. Apparently if you make extra, you can actually save it in your fridge for up to a week, but I have laundry, so I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna let you guys know how it works out. I'm really impressed with the amount of foam that happens from it. So this might actually work, and it's an experiment I'm willing to do because worst case scenario, my laundry just doesn't get cleaned and I can rewash it. So join me, I'm gonna throw this into my washing machine and we're gonna see what happens. Welcome to my dungeon. So I got a load of laundry in here, and I have my soap. My soap substitute. I have really hard water, so the directions said if you have hard water to add some vinegar to it just to help with the washing. So I will be doing that. You want to use a strainer to get the bits. You just want to put the liquid in. One of the great zero waste things about using this product is the fact that this is just compostable at this point. One thing to remember is horse chestnuts are poisonous, so you want to make sure no one's getting their hands on this liquid, and when this is done, this isn't a product to find ways to use after you've gotten the liquid out of it. This isn't like making almond milk. You want to make sure that this gets in the compost and no one's eating it. So I'm gonna fill up this laundry and get it going, and I'll see how this works out. So my final takeaway on the horse chestnuts as soap nuts for doing your laundry is it worked out quite well, but I've only done it the one time. So the laundry came out, it smelled great, it smelled fresh, it smelled clean, but I don't know if that was the case just because, you know, a one-time wash in just water would have done just as well. So I think to experiment with it, I would have to keep washing with the horse chestnuts. I was really impressed with, you know, when I made the solution, that it foamed up. It definitely, it reacted in the way, you know, like making a liquid soap would. So I was surprised that it did do that. And do I think it's gonna clean? I'm not gonna clean my diapers with it, let's put it that way. And, you know, like, I am happy with the detergent that I use. Obviously, you know, going for less chemicals is always good, but, you know, there needs to be a balance, and maybe the better balance for me is just to, you know, be a little bit more cautious about what gets washed. You know, only wash things when they're really dirty, instead of just doing that default, oh, I wore it once, I better give it a wash. So I'm going to try it more. I picked a bunch of them. I'm going to use them over the winter, but I think maybe my solution for not getting that, like, you know, the dreaded, oh, like, didn't actually clean my laundry and I've been washing it now for 6 months, now all my laundry's disgusting, is maybe the solution is try using soap nuts, you know, every other time that I do the laundry. And, you know, just that is going to make a big difference, I think. I mean, this is completely free. This is just labor. Like, and the labor is, yay, Leah gets to go collect horse chestnuts, which she thinks is like the funnest thing ever. So, you know, the cost savings is definitely significant. You know, the soap nuts is a product I never would have bought. You know, they're not from around here. Like, they're very expensive. They're like a specialty high-end product. And then, you know, you hear stuff online about maybe it not being, you know, the most functional product. So it wasn't something that I was going to experiment on. But yeah, it was super fun experimenting with these horse chestnuts. So I'd love to know if you guys use the soap nuts, because it seems like if the soap nuts do work long term, then the horse chestnuts should work long term too. So I'd love to know what you guys think. You know, I've hard water here, so that is going to affect how well they wash. But, you know, so let me know if you know anything about soap nuts, or if you've tried this horse chestnut thing too. I was excited when I heard about it. You know, it's always fun to find new ways to use something that you never thought of as having a purpose. You know, horse chestnuts are poisonous. I don't even necessarily want to bring them around the house with Sam being the age that he is, but so, you know, not just for decor and a bowl on your coffee table, also functional for doing your laundry. So that's exciting. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and have a good day.